Are you thinking about making a move to the Franklin, Tennessee area? If so, then stay tuned because coming up in today's video, I am answering all of the most asked questions about Franklin, all that and more in today's video. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin Martin and I'm the local Nashville real estate agent and founder of the Caitlin Martin team powered by 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 Realtors, the Andrews Group. I specialize in working with savvy sellers who want to sell right and sell smart, as well as working with out-of-staters looking to relocate to the Middle Tennessee area. Now, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so much. Please feel free to click subscribe down below so that you are notified anytime I release new video content. So in today's video, I am going through the most asked questions about Franklin, Tennessee to hopefully give you some clarity and some answers in terms of just if you're wondering about these questions too, we know other people are, so those are the ones that I'm going to be answering in today's video. So the number one most asked question, at least according to Google, is where is Franklin, Tennessee located on a map? So let's actually take a look at that right now. So if we take a look here at this map, you can see outlined in red, this is going to be Franklin, Tennessee. So as you can see, it is going to be south of the heart of Nashville, and it's going to be down. This is Interstate 65 that runs down. It's further south than Brentwood. And so as we zoom in, you can just take a look. So as you can see, the majority of what is considered Franklin is actually going to be on the west side of 65. However, there is still a portion of Franklin that extends to the east of 65. And then another one of the most asked questions, since we're already taking a look at this map, is does Franklin, Tennessee have an airport? So Franklin itself does not have its own unique airport, but Franklin is going to be serviced by the Nashville International Airport, which is going to be located just east on Interstate 40 from Nashville. This is where the Nashville International Airport is. Now, depending on where you live in Franklin, the airport can be anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, just depending on where you live in Franklin, whether maybe you live on the furthest west side, also taking into consideration, of course, traffic, because you certainly can deal with that. But this is just first, this is where Franklin is located, and it doesn't have its own unique airport, but it is serviced by the Nashville International Airport. So the next asked question is Franklin located in Nashville? And we just took a look at that map. So no, Franklin is not in Nashville. It's 30 minutes south. The other thing to know about Franklin is Franklin's going to be located inside of Williamson County, whereas with Nashville, the heart of Nashville, that's considered Davidson County. So if you're looking again at a map, where you start to see Williamson County come in is going to be right about where you hit Brentwood. But Franklin, it's 30 minutes south. It's located in Williamson County. So it's not in Nashville, but it is just south of Nashville. The next asked question is Franklin expensive? So truth be told, Franklin, like I said, located in Williamson County, and Williamson County is one of the most expensive counties in the state of Tennessee. If we're talking about home values, you know, the Williamson County area has seen dramatic home appreciation in recent years. And so when it comes to Franklin, you know, prior to watching our market go wild, which happened in about mid-March of 2021 and it lasted through 2022, when we were seeing homes appreciate 4% a month, inventory was dramatically low, whereas the demand was insanely high. Homes were going with 30, 40 offers on it, going way over. So prior to all of that, the average home sale price in the Franklin area was about $550,000. Right now, at the end of 2023, the average home sale price in Franklin is going to be sitting right around $1 million. So we have seen a dramatic increase. However, Franklin, if you're looking at, I know that I said Williamson County is one of the most expensive counties. However, if you're looking at Franklin, the average home sale price is going to be lower in Franklin than what we see in Brentwood. Brentwood sits around that 1.2 million range for average home sale price, as well as College Grove, which is another community. Now, I know that I'm mentioning a lot, and if you haven't been introduced to Williamson County or these other parts of Williamson County, I would encourage you to go check out this video right here where it dives into everything you need to know, what towns are included in Williamson County. We've got all of that covered in that video. So overall, is Franklin expensive? You know, it certainly can lend itself just if you're looking at the average home sale price. However, if you're looking at the cost of living in Franklin, it does sit just shy of the national average. So, but of course, with housing being one of the biggest factors in that, and of course that being one of the most expensive factors about living in Franklin. And if you want to check out the cost of living, I have done a couple videos on that. Again, I'll link those up here just so you can go and take a look. Is Franklin, Tennessee safe to live? That's another really popular question. So as a realtor, we cannot give a blanketed yes or no answer. However, you know, I would encourage you to do your own research about crime statistics, because if you look at statistics, the statistics are going to paint a story that shows you that crime in Franklin statistically can be lower than other parts of the Middle Tennessee area, and how Franklin itself compares to the national average. So I would just encourage anyone wondering about just the safety of Franklin, I would encourage you to do your own research, just look at those crime statistics. I'll link a couple of different crime sites down below so that you can take a look at that. But you know, that's about what we can say in terms of just, is Franklin, Tennessee safe? The next couple are going to be weather related. So does Franklin, Tennessee get snow? So the Middle Tennessee area, it can get snow in the winter times. However, we are not a big snow area, generally speaking. And of course, when I talk about weather, which I have done a weather video, if you want to check that one out up here. Generally, when I talk about weather, talk in generalities, because of course things can shift a little bit here and there, but typically we get 1, 2, maybe 3 little snowfalls, anywhere from a dusting to a couple of inches. It normally doesn't last that long. So do we get snow? Yes, but it's not going to be like a big blizzard snow. Now, in recent years, we have seen where we've gotten, like back in the winter of 2021, we got a big snowfall, which for us was like 8 to 10 inches. And then we coupled that with an ice storm. People do ask me about ice. We do get it, but again, in the 10 years that I've been in Nashville, we've had ice maybe 2 or 3 times. Now, of course, ice is going to be far riskier than dealing with just snow. But if you are wondering if we get like major snowfalls every year, that's not the case. We can get bigger snowfalls, but those are going to be more few and far between versus the couple of dustings that we typically get each year. Another question, does Franklin, Tennessee get tornadoes? So I actually did a long form video about the tornadoes in the Middle Tennessee area. I'd really encourage you to go check that one out. Yes, the Middle Tennessee area, Franklin, we can certainly get tornadoes. I like to tell people we typically have more of the threat of tornadoes than the actuality of tornadoes coming. However, that is something that we do tend to deal with. I know that can be really scary for some who've never even dealt with it before, but you know, there's things like storm shelters that can be put into homes to help. You know, also just, again, I would really encourage you to go check out that video that I did specifically on tornadoes, just because it gives you an interactive map that you could go take a look at, because it shows the path of the tornadoes, what level of tornado they were. You know, I know when people think about tornadoes, they can think about the ones that maybe you see in the Midwest or Alabama that are like a mile wide, and knock on wood, we've been very fortunate to not have to deal with something that catastrophic. We did have a big tornado that actually went through the heart of downtown Nashville and East Nashville and out east back in March of 2020, right before the world shut down. So Nashville got a little bit of a double whammy. And tornadoes have gone through Franklin before, but again, they're generally not those major ones that you see. And again, that tornado video that I did, those interactive maps, it'll tell you like if there were any injuries or death. But you know, and what the history shows us is that even if we do have them, casualty is normally very, very low. So Can we get them? Yes, but we typically deal with the threat of them more. We can certainly deal with severe thunderstorms. We can certainly deal with straight line winds, which can cause some damage as well. But yeah, that's, we do get them, but thankfully they're normally not super catastrophic. Knock on wood. Next question, does Franklin, Tennessee have mountains? So we do not have mountains in Franklin, Tennessee. We've got rolling hills. If you are looking for the mountains, that's gonna be in East Tennessee, past Knoxville. You're gonna be looking at the Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. That's where our mountains are. Or if you go south into Chattanooga and Georgia, that's where mountains are. But really here, what we see and what part of the beauty of the area is really gonna be those rolling hills. And then the last most popular question is, what is Franklin, Tennessee zip codes? We actually have 5 for the Franklin, Tennessee area. So the zip codes, the 5 zip codes for Franklin are 37064, 37065, 37067, 37068, and 37069. So if you're curious about the zip codes, those are going to be the 5 major zip codes for the Franklin, Tennessee area. Now, those are the most popular questions when it comes to researching and learning about the Franklin, Tennessee area. But if you find that you have other questions about Franklin or moving here, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is located down below, including a free Nashville relocation guide that you click the link to download. And again, please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me with any questions, as the Franklin Williamson County area is one of my specialties. Again, my name is Caitlin Martin. I'll see you next time.